on my list, I promise. All right, good? Everybody talk out? Better, all right, Pavlov, we already talked about conditioning responses. Object permanence was described by which theorist? Hint, Casson. Piaget. Jean Piaget or Piaget? You've been saying it out loud. It's like, ugh. Object permanence. Jean Piaget or Piaget? Yeah. To believe that all members of a culture behave the same way. Stereotyping. Cultural stereotyping. Somebody belching after a meal. Cultural. What was that? No, close, but you're almost there. Relativism. Starts with an R. You were close. Relativism. Burping after a meal. We think that's gross. Their culture is society respect. Launching stage of growth and development. The focus on the family will be what? The launching stage is when they leave, right? What about the family that stays behind? What is the focus you're gonna be? After they leave?
Back on the parents.
Sort of. For the children.
Oh, the other children.
So, a home base, right? Ever have that, well, I don't know. Anybody ever been that kid that left and then they came back and their room was totally changed? And they used it for something else and you're like, dude, what about my room? I still call my room my room. Like, oh, we're gonna go spend the night in my room. I was like, it will always be your room. It's that home base. After leaving the home, the family that stays behind is developing that stable home base in case something happens. Okay? I always know that I can always go home if worst comes to worst. I die. My husband can't keep the house. My husband has somewhere to stay. He dies. I know we are very morbid. We already talked about it. He dies. I have somewhere to stay. I'll stay with my mom because I have my room still. Exactly. All right. Traditional nuclear family over the past 40 years include what?
Standard mom and dad house.
Yes. So decrease of daily availability of the father, right? That's gone. We latchkey kids, we're not gonna have dad around all the time because he's busy working. So is mom. Dual career parents now. You're gonna see that. Increase in number of single parent families. Definitely seeing a lot of that now, right? An expectation that children to be more independent. Latchkey kids, right? So decreased availability of the father, dual career parents, increased number of single parent families, and the expectations that children are more independent. Make sure you know about ethnocentrism. Yeah, superiority. My culture is better than yours. Ooh, this was actually in your reading. The culturally confident healthcare worker will inquire if the Native American patient would like to call his own folk healer. Folk healer. What are those called? Shamans. Okay? Shamans. Ooh, somebody read. We guess we're the only one in here. Excellent. Remember I told you need to get permission touching the fontanelles, especially in Korean culture. Korean culture. Yeah, vitamin pill, but only available as gelatin based. If he does not eat gelatin, what do you do? Good. Ask for different preparation. See if there's another way of doing it. Like I said, you gotta know about the concrete operation stage of Piaget. The concrete operation stage. What does that mean? Remember we went through each of those 4 stages? Trial and error. Children learning from trial and error. What stage is that?
Preschool? School?
There's sensory motor, there's, yeah, it's sensory motor. So remember, you're touching, you're feeling, right? This is where you have the glass. Oh, there's something here. It makes a noise, it's hard. There's something wet in there. You're touching. It's sensory motor, okay? That's the sensory motor thing. Trial and error. Psychodynamic. When I talk about psychodynamic developmental theories, what does that focus on? Psychodynamic. So what is psycho? The mind. Dynamic. Difference, right? So what does that mean? Thinking and reasoning skills? Love and attachment skills? Personality traits? Or cultural adjustment?
Personality.
Personality, yeah. Who are you in your mind? Right? Alright, make sure you know what Skinner's theory was. Skinner. This is positive and negative reinforcement. What's the point of defense mechanisms? Why read it?
Anxiety.
Relieves anxiety, reduces anxiety. Very good. Make sure you know about Electra, anxiety, and Oedipus complex. Know about your extroverts and introverts. Your trust versus mistrust stage. What theorists talked about older adults?
Peck.
Old Peck. Good. You see older adult, think old Pecker. Pavlov was all about what kind of responses? Classical conditioning. Very good. Remember that Freud was the one who talked about the defense mechanisms. So that's under Freud. He introduced that. Hierarchy of needs leads to self-actualization. Who was that? What theorist was that? And who introduced extroverts? What theorist? Young. Carl Jung, or Jung. All right, guys, that's your quiz.